Transport Minister Chee Hong Tat gave the assurance that the continuity and competitiveness of the nation's transport industry will not be affected by a bill passed in Parliament. It's to put in additional controls on critical land, air and sea transport firms so that they can continue providing essential services at all times. Sabrina Ng with more.
Ensuring connectivity within Singapore and with the rest of the world. The provisions in the bill are aimed at protecting these key transport entities and keep the country going.
Our objective is to help Singapore prepare for possible extreme scenarios that may happen in future, so that we are ready for these risks.
Even as MPs stood to support the bill, they had several concerns, including who would take over the provision of transport services if a key entity were to cease operations.
In the situation where there's no replacement operator willing to take over at short notice, would the LTA be in a position to take over the operation? And currently, what is the position, whether they are able to do so, or whether there's an actionable plan or roadmap towards such an outcome?
As part of the preparations for an extreme scenario like this, have to look at where are the capabilities that we need to build up. This cannot be done just by LTA alone. We will also have to work closely with, first and foremost, I think the employees and the staff who are working in the entity, who know the operations best.
Others were also concerned that the bill could affect Singapore's attractiveness to foreign investors and affect economic competitiveness of the sector.
This regime affects the day-to-day operations of these critical firms, where they face significant disruptions or bureaucratic hurdles. Furthermore, is there a concern that the additional regulatory burden could discourage foreign investment or hinder the growth of local firms?
It will not adversely impact the transport industry or create significant compliance costs and regulatory burden for entities. Neither will it affect the day-to-day operations of the transport firms. Many of the controls under the bill are not new and already exist in our sectoral acts or license conditions today.
MPs also noted that point-to-point platform service providers like Grab are not regulated under the bill. One asked if the firm would be designated as a critical entity.
We have no plans to do so at this juncture, as the P2P sector is still evolving. It serves a complementary role to public transport to meet the commuting needs of Singaporeans. We have an ongoing review of the P2P industry structure and regulatory framework, and a decision can be taken after the review is completed.
The initial list of entities will be designated by the end of